Hey y'all, what's up? So I'm going to show you, this is the intro of this video, but somebody asked me about the garden. So this is about the garden. I'm going to be on today. Today is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. I know the camera's off filter, but it don't matter. This is just a short stint. I'm going to take y'all out to where the garden is. I'm going to show you the after and then the before. And the reason I'm announcing it so you can understand what I'm talking about, because the before was me actually sending it to my friend Regina, because her son is the one I paid to come clean my back. So I wanted her to show him what I needed him to do and to see the madness he was going to have to deal with. So y'all will see the before at the end of this video. You're going to be looking at the after right now. I mentioned something in there. I'm going in here and edit it. I'll be on probably within an hour live. Happy Mother's Day. I'm ordering raised beds this week. Well, I see. I know Walmart has a special. They're like these 10. There's some other ones I would really like, but they're taller. But I'm just going to order some inexpensive one. It's an apartment complex, and I've been in a complex where all of a sudden you're not on a lease, get out. Everybody, they're going to sell it and you're getting out. The owner was here last week or the week before last. And week before last, he was here. First time I ever met him, and he knocked at the door saying he was going to work on the fence. And he's walking the property. Now, the one across from us, so each of these is 4 apartments in one building. It looks like these were built around 1950-ish, okay? And they were probably, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them that were probably one complex. And they all have the same style, like, you know, the cottage style homes, whatever, all the same style. Then you skip down and there's another set, and then you skip down, there's another set. And then to where I'm sitting right now, to my left of me, is 2 more sets, okay? And you could tell these sets were individual complexes, okay? So this complex had 4 buildings, I think initially in the 50s. Well, apparently my building is owned by one owner. The building across from me to my right was owned by another owner. There's a 3rd building that's owned by another owner. And then I don't know what's going on with the 4th one. Well, the owner across from us to the right has sold his. The one next to him has sold his. Now, in the state of Arizona, my understanding was that they could not do any more what I call prison buildings or residential buildings. Now, they probably can come in, gut, and redo these like they did the ones I was living in before that I really liked. They probably could do that, okay? The real estate person who's my landlord, who collects his rents and manages a complex, she said he is not interested in selling. So initially I thought he was one of the people who lived here. Most of the tenants that have been here, at least in this building, there's a couple here on the end that have the washer and dryer laundry room that belonged to the complex at one point. That's just theirs. They rent that and get that with it. So nobody else uses that but them, okay? They apparently have been here, I'm estimating, 8 or more years, okay? I am the second newest tenant. There was another person, we'll call them the weed smokers, that were behind me. Well, he rented, that guy who's renting there is the air conditioner guy who does the air conditioner for the owner. So any of the owner's properties, he takes care of the air conditioning. So this guy, it's a Latino guy named Juan, I think was what she said his name was. I didn't know what his name was because I was trying to move so fast. I was working, he was banging on the door. I'm like, bruh, I'm working from home. And he doesn't know, because Pam didn't even know he was here. It was my landlord. And I'm like, you got to make this quick. And I was waiting for something with the customer. So I ran to the back door. I said, look, do whatever you need to do. I work from home. I cannot be away from my phone. I got a customer I'm dealing with. He's like, oh, okay. I said, anytime you need anything, that gate is unlocked. You do not need to knock. Do whatever you need to do. Only time you need to give me notice is if you need to enter this apartment. And I need the typical, I think to give you 48 to 72 hour notice or something like that. So, because then I would have to plan something different. Like, I'm going to go into my job because I can't have you disturbing me while I'm working. I don't like that. I try to help people when I'm helping them. The same way if I'm a customer, I want you to help me. I don't want a whole bunch of disturbances. And that's one thing right now. I'm gonna have to reel back again because some of my time has gone up in their statistic measurements. Because at the end, I'm doing a lot of extra trying to do the right thing, and I'm going to have to just go ahead and say, this ain't what this job is for this position. They don't care about, they want that time. I'm going to give them your time, and You might get some stuff done. You might not get some stuff done. That's just the way this cookie crumbles, and which makes sense on why when I see a lot of half-butt stuff done, I leave that alone. It irks me. It crawls my flesh because I'm like, ooh. Anyway, we'll talk about that in another video. But you're gonna see the backyard, the back patio area. My back patio is rectangular, not as big as the patio I had at my other complex that I really liked, that I had rented from her before, and the owner sold that, and then this crazy New York company took over who were jerks. So I don't know that he's really gonna sell. I think he was here for a couple of reasons. He was in town, but my neighbors got 2 Dachshunds, and they also already have a German Shepherd. Love the dogs. All the dogs seem to be very sweet. I don't mess with the German because the Germans are very protective. So if depending on how they're bred, they may not be friendly, or they may be protective of their owner. So I don't mess with them, but the little Dachshunds are cute. So she got them as puppies from, I guess, some girl at her job. And one of them was run of the litter. Oh, I really want that dog. I want him. He's just a sweetie. But if you do not train Dachshunds up right, they piss a lot and they poop a lot. They're little, so they can't hold their bladder like everybody, other bigger dogs. I think what's going on in that apartment is they pissing everywhere because they're washing constantly. I ain't never heard that machine go as much as it goes now. So I think the owner was here because his water bill has probably substantially gone up. Because when I went out and I had brought some stuff because they came to paint my fence, and I parked to bring the groceries into the front door, which I normally don't, I bring them through the back door, I noticed he had locked off the outside faucet. So he basically has put a lock on there, and I'm like, oh, his water bill must be through the roof, and I think it's them. But I ain't said nothing because it ain't in my business. But I'm pretty sure that's what's going on, unfortunately. How can I put this? I'm putting a drip system out here to reduce the cost, because if I go out there and water, it's hot to sit there and try to water. Also, measuring water and how much water to give, I found success with drip systems in gardening. When I did my first garden on my patio, and I did them in not bags, but in pots or containers, pots, same thing. When I was at the old complex, my first round was not successful. It didn't get successful until I put a drip system in. And I bought the same type of drip system I had from Amazon. It's not a long-term one, but it'll do the trick for what I need for now. Later, I may end up getting a little bit more intricate drip system, and I may find somebody to come put it in. Because what I would like to do is run a water line along the fence and along this wall, like under the door and over to where I'm going to have it, and then have lines come off in order to do a drip system. So I may need to talk to somebody because I have an idea on how we can make it work, especially in the planters and in the raised beds. But I probably need to talk to some. I probably could do it myself, but it's some work. So I'd rather have somebody come in who knows how to deal with the piping and all that stuff and set it up. Anyway, y'all, but let me put this video up so you'll see the back, because I think it might have been Tanya. I can't remember who asked me, and you wanted to see where the garden was. So I haven't started it yet. In Arizona, we are year-round. You can garden here year-round and have plants. You'll see in the before video part at the end what it looked like before. So I really needed somebody to come out there and to get it straightened up for me to get back out there and put a plan of action together. Because the garden I did here, I got hit with a couple things. I got hit with what's called tomato hornworms. So I had a tomato plant that was, he was doing good. He got all big and luscious. I go out there and that little ninja is eating down. Like, what the heck? Big old tomato hornworms. I was not winning. So I had them, and then I have an African, I forgot what it's like an African fruit. I bought that through, I can't remember who I got it through. Either M.I. Gardner or Baker Creek, one of the two. And I ordered it, and it started growing really well. Between the heat got it. I think the heat, and I didn't have the right drip system. And it should be good, but I didn't have enough drip on it. And then I had my lungs, which were the yard long beans. Those were growing really, and those are tasty. And the freaking ants got them. So I really had a pest issue. And then the lettuce, the lizards, the ninjas. So I wasn't winning. So what I'm going to do is try to implement a few things that will help. For the ant issue, I saw something online in one of my garden channels. I got to get, I think I took a picture of it. There's something you could put down for the ants. I'm doing that. Other critters were cayenne, I know, for fungus and stuff like that. And I get what I tell y'all, get dog vomit mold, which is like a fungus, not a mold, dog vomit fungus. It's kind of like a cross between a mushroom. It's not a bad thing. It looks disgusting, but it means that you have very rich soil. And it's actually a good thing, but it just looks nasty as heck. And it's horrible. It's kind of like a mushroom type thing. And you can see the spores. If it dries and you spray, the spores just go. So I'm going to get back there and we're going to work on it. I don't know where I'm at. I may have to do, once I get this bed in and get it filled up with some dirt, I may have to do box store plants, because I really wanted tomatoes. Nothing like a homegrown tomato. They ain't like the store. The flavor is off the page. So I had some tomato plants I want to get to. We'll see. We're going to see what happens. Anyway, y'all, I'm put this up. I'll be on probably about 30, 40 minutes after this goes up. I'll put a time thing up, and whoever's out there is out there. I don't really have much to talk about. Probably just chin wag. And that's it. But anyway, peace. All right, some of y'all asked me about the garden. So I had my friend Regina's son come and do a cleanup for me, and it charged me $50, which was working for me, but that's what I offered. So over there was a lot of stuff. He moved all the black planters over here, and then I bought a new bin because those two bins, they started cracking. They're not really for outside. So I'm gonna take whatever's in there that I'm keeping and putting it in that bin. A lot of it's old trucking stuff. And then he cleaned this up over here. This is where those weird flowers grow. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put down cardboard, and then I'm hoping to find a raised bed that fits here. I'm ordering one here in the next few weeks. I'm late on gardening, so I don't know what all is gonna get planted. I only have one drip system right now, and I need to get a couple more. Starting gardening is pricey if you do it right, because you need like a drip system, because especially here in Arizona, you got to be real good at timing and watering. And also, I'm trying to be conservative on the water, because I don't pay the water, the owner does, so that also can affect your rent going up, which is one reason I would think he might have been here, just to see. They did paint the fence. He put some new brackets in, but it's the same fence and one board on the outside. But otherwise, yeah, I'm gonna do that. The latch at the bottom fell off of the fence, and I think my friend's son threw it away. It was on top of the green bags, on top of the bags with the dirt, but he might have tossed it, not realizing what it was, and that's okay. I can buy another latch. I don't lock it anywhere. It was a locking latch. The top latch is still there, but it was a locking latch. Anyway, so y'all wanted to see, so let me give y'all a tour. So here is where, this is right next to the door. I want to put the raised bed here, and I may do raised beds over here as well, and then bags over here, because those two black things are the plumbing for this apartment complex, which is drama in and of itself. But anyway, yeah, so this is what we're gonna do. But we'll be working on this for a minute, so y'all wanted to see it. There you go. He did a fabulous job. Yes, he did. Look at that. Girl, all them weeds. Y'all saw what it looked like. That baby did a good job. I had to put some fabric over there, and then I'm putting cardboard down, and I'm doing a raised bed over there. That might keep them, whatever those flower things, from growing. They're obnoxious. Anyway, he did a good job, because it was a hot mess. Peace. All right, Regina, this is my drama. So whoever was here before me, she planted these flowers. These are actually a flower. I forgot what they're called, like a Mexican something, like a morning glory. And in the morning, they produce these beautiful little purple flowers, but they're invasive. So I want that out. He's gonna probably leave that. Any trash, he'll take that out. There's some growing bags. And then I just need him to clean all of that, pull any weeds, and then I'm gonna have him go through the growing bags. Any like dead beetles, dead plants, he can just pick them up, throw them out. This right here was supposed to be where I'm supposed to grow herbs and stuff. I think I'm gonna make that a bed with just flowers. But I'm gonna have him pull all the weeds. So I mean, he probably is gonna be here about an hour and a half at the most. And then this bin right here, he's gonna have to find a way to get that to the trash. Cause it's got like some cocoa core, but I also have ash in it. So I'm gonna work that out. Oh, I'm gonna put that thing out here for him. And then the shovel, the rake, and Linda called it a hoe. I'm gonna show it to y'all later. It's so funny. She's so funny. I love her. So I didn't think she had a shovel. So I was like, oh, you ain't got a shovel? Oh, then I'm gonna have him take I had a misting thing on here. I'm gonna have him take that down and throw it away. Anyway, peace. I appreciate him and thank you for letting me borrow your boy. All right, so this is the madness right now on my back patio. And whoever was here before me, I believe it's a she planted these. And they're flowers. They come up in the morning. But they are like weeds the way they grow. And then I gotta do this. So we're gonna be working down near the grill section today. I'll give y'all some more details later.